On September 1, 1939, before sunrise, German forces crossed the border into Poland under orders from Adolf Hitler, launching a new kind of warfare the world had never seen before. Fast, coordinated, and overwhelming, a strategy later known as Blitzkrieg. And within just days, Poland began to collapse under relentless airstrikes and armored assaults, forcing Britain and France to declare war on Germany on September 3, turning a regional invasion into the beginning of World War II. And as 1940 unfolded, German forces swept across Europe with shocking speed, capturing Denmark, Norway, Belgium, and the Netherlands before defeating France in a matter of weeks, leaving Britain standing alone against a powerful and expanding Nazi empire. And in the skies above, the Battle of Britain became a desperate fight for survival, as German bombers attempted to break British resistance but failed, marking Hitler's first major setback. Yet, instead of retreating, in 1941 he made a critical and devastating decision, launching Operation Barbarossa, a massive invasion of the Soviet Union, opening the largest and deadliest front in the war, where millions would fight and die in brutal conditions. And while Europe burned, another storm was forming in the Pacific, and on December 7, 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, destroying much of the U.S. Pacific Fleet and forcing the United States into the war, transforming the conflict into a truly global struggle, with battles now raging across continents and oceans, from the deserts of North Africa to the jungles of Southeast Asia. And by 1942 and 1943, the momentum of the war began to shift, especially after the Battle of Stalingrad, where German forces suffered a catastrophic defeat in a frozen, destroyed city, marking a turning point on the Eastern Front, while Allied victories in North Africa and Italy began to push Axis forces back, slowly breaking their control. And then came June 6, 1944. D-Day, one of the largest military invasions in history, as Allied forces landed on the beaches of Normandy under heavy fire, opening a path to liberate Western Europe. And as Allied troops advanced from the west and Soviet forces pushed from the east, Germany found itself trapped and collapsing. And on April 30, 1945, Hitler took his own life in a bunker beneath Berlin as the city fell around him. And just days later, on May 8th, Germany surrendered, ending the war in Europe. But in the Pacific, the war continued with fierce resistance from Japan until August 1945, when the United States dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, unleashing destruction unlike anything the world had ever seen, forcing Japan to surrender and bringing the war to an end. But the cost was beyond imagination. Over 70 million lives lost, entire cities reduced to rubble, and a world forever changed as new superpowers emerged and the foundations of modern history were reshaped, proving once again that war does not just destroy nations, it changes the course of humanity itself.